Try to get... Okay, Charles LeBlanc here. I'm trying to get somebody to hold the camera for me, but had a very difficult time. I just arrived here in Fredericton. Beautiful day. Nope, I see a cop there. Anyway. Hi! Blood pressure. Anyway, never mind that. So what we're trying to explain here is what can happen when you have the Irvings the Irvings, sorry, I got distracted and see two people coming up here. When you have the Irvings owning the media. Now, especially here in Fredericton, it's very, very important that the Irvings, via their so-called media, brainwash the bureaucrats, because you know what a bureaucrat calls a politician? Temporary help. Lead temporaire. Politician is only there for a short time. Bureaucrats, they're there for life. Anyway, so their goal is to brainwash the bureaucrat of how great the Irvings are. Now, I don't know who does the editorial in the Irving media. Could be a young student from the German journalism, the St. Thomas Journalism School. Could be just, you know, the right little kid. Oh, this is my opinion. Editorial. It's Irving editorial. It's what the Irving wants the public to hear. But there's issues that should be in the editorial, but that is not. And that is plain common sense. Of course, we have no common sense no longer in Fredericton since they elected, well, I voted for him, that idiot phony mayor, Mike O'Brien. Guy always smiles. Piece of crap. Anyway, I'll handle him. We'll talk about him later. But the Irvings, through their media, there's some editorial they won't touch. Now, let me explain. I don't have to be in front of the damn camera. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Okay, now, let's go back. Okay, wait a minute. Make sure I don't forget my keys. See this here? Whoa. Anyway, right behind there is the legislator. Right behind the legislator is the walking bridge. And right across from the walking bridge, there used to be oil storage tank, the Irvings. Oil storage tank, right across the river. Now that area now is contaminated. No good, contaminated, but the Irvings, tough. Hey, who cares? It's just a riverfront that was contaminated, and right beside St. Mary's, First Nation. But the Irvings, who cares? You know, this is Fredericton. This is not a place to beautify the city. Now, you see that? Okay, that's St. Dustin Church, English Catholic. And right behind there is Christ Church. Follow me? Christ Church announced they have property on the gray zone and a couple of buildings around, property valued at $4 million. $4 million, all right? So you're following that? That's Christ Church. Right, you know, downtown. Now, do you know what this is? In there? And I don't believe it goes that far. Gotta wash myself, don't want nobody to push me down. Okay, see the fence there? That's not there, that's right this side. Up. And this. Now, this used to be the SMT bus station. The only thing that's left they kept there is that little building. I guess Starbucks was supposed to open to compete against Tim Hortons. Okay, so you see the property there? All right, now. Okay. Sorry if I had a cameraman like the Irving media or somebody else. This will be a little bit faster, but stick around. If you don't want to, just go somewhere else. That's no problem. There's all kinds of media around, all kinds of Facebook. Okay, so you seen what I was talking about. Christchurch, $4.9 million and a property right beside the riverfront. The city would like to buy it, or they want the Christchurch to talk to the city. Anyway, $4.9 million. Lots of money. Now that property, that old SMT lot, they used to be the SMT, they destroyed the building, now it's a parking lot. Do you know how much the Irving want for that piece of land? $8 million. Robert Irving or J.D. Irving or Arthur Irving, which one? I think it's Robert Irving that's in charge of real estate. $8 million. It used to be the SMT bus station, contaminated. It used to be a gas station, contaminated. And the Irving want $8 million for that prime piece of land that's contaminated in the center of the city of Fredericton. You'll think the Irvings will say, well, you know what? We contaminated your riverfront across the river. Let's make a deal here. You know, oh, come on, we gotta make a little bit of money, you know. Hey, maybe $1 million, maybe $500,000, whatever. I mean, is the Irvings only interested in the legislator in the back, where they could whine and con and blackmail the politicians so they can get what they want through a law, a piece of paper? But when it comes to the environment, the Irvings, I'm not going to swear. I miss you, Myra. I won't swear. But the Irvings, idiots. Boy, that matched the mayor. Idiots. But anyway, so how come the Irving editorial that the land that's right in the middle of the city, $8 million, how come the Irving editorial don't write a complaint against that one? How come? Now, if it was owned by a private citizen and the land hasn't been used for 2 or 3 years, do you think the Irving would write an editorial that, oh, maybe it should be sold for Irving, a new Irving headquarters in Fredericton? They could just walk across the street? Am I full of you know what? Or am I speaking the truth? Let me know.